Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn GCP with Mahesh. So I'm planning to create a new video series on professional cloud network engineer, how to get prepared for this certification. And as most of you know, I have cleared my certification a couple of weeks ago, and I thought of sharing my best practice, how I prepared myself for the certification, what are the topics which I referred. I'm going to share all those information, and along with that, I will, as usual, I'm going to do some demos so that the concepts gets registered very well with you. And before I proceed further, I just wanted to make a very clear disclaimer here. So there are some official training materials which is mentioned in the website itself. So the video series which I'm planning to do on network engineer is not a substitute for this, but this is an add-on. So first, the recommendation is always you go through those official course material and then look into my video channel or the video series. So that's one thing which I wanted to make it very, very clear. And Google also suggests you need to have at least 3+ years of industry experience, then at least 1 year experience working with GCP. And if you have a good amount of networking skills, you can pick up these concepts very well. So that is the disclaimer or the prerequisite which I wanted to make it very clear. Now coming to the exam, how it was, all those things. I have seen various posts in the LinkedIn and other forums. Most of the time, they mention this certification is one of the toughest one. At least for me, I did not feel it like that. I took almost like an year to prepare for this. So different people have different timelines, but I took my own sweet time because I was paying it from my pocket, so I don't want to be in a hurry. So I took almost an year to prepare for myself and did lots of demos, and the videos which I did also helped me to answer the questions. So it could be because of that I felt it as easy, but uh, don't what I see is like if you do lots of hands-on every day, the exam should look very easy for you. That is what I feel based on my experience. Now, coming to the guide, so if you click on the exam guide, you get a very neat and crisp guidelines what kind of topics you should prepare. I would say you don't get any other cheat sheet apart from this link. This is the best exam guide, I would say. The reason why I'm saying is there are lots of topics where they are mentioned: designing, planning the prototyping in GCP network, and they have implementing GCP VPC and configuring network services. Few more. They have lots of stuff. But what I realized is line by line, word by word, if you go and look into those specific topic, and I'm going to say that it is going to be very, very easy for you to clear the exam. For example, if you look into this first category, designing, planning, and prototyping a GCP network, the first part is how do you design a failover and a DR strategy? How do you enable high availability DNS strategy? So if you look into simple stuff, you just copy this, go to Google and put GCP in front of it, and the first document which comes up, you just look into that. So you are seeing the DR planning. So you look into that, what enables, or just look into that documentation. So that's what I would recommend. So do this activity once you finish the official course material. This will be really, really helpful. And I have seen many questions which came only from this small keywords. So that's really, really helpful. So that's the biggest thing. And the practice exam, so we know most of the certification, like all the Google certification, you get this practice exam option where you can look into this. This is a static 20 or 23 questions odd. uh, just for a surprise, I got one question from the practice exam itself, so I was fortunate or lucky, I would say. And since I had gone through that question, it was easy for me to answer it. So that's one thing. And the last thing which I wanted to share is this is just an introduction video, so I'm going to do a deep dive as we proceed further. And one thing which I observed is the reason why I mentioned this certification is a bit easier compared to other is when you take network, say for example, when you take Google Cloud Architect certification, you should know every product, each and every product in GCP. Similarly, when you're taking data engineering, you should have a good amount of AI, big data stuff. So there are lots of components there. But when it comes to network engineer certification, the good part is if you focus only on this category under network, VPC network, network services, hybrid connectivity, network service tier, and network security, major portion, I would say like 85% to 90% of the question comes only from this category. You may get some questions on cloud IAM, so that's definitely you will get, but some questions on Kubernetes with respect to networking will come. But the major portion which I have seen is on VPC, VPN, hybrid connectivity like interconnect, partner interconnect, dedicated interconnect, cloud armor. So it's primarily in this category. So it's a very small set of curriculum, I would say, and easy for you to prepare. So that's the reason why I mentioned this certification for me. I felt like because I have taken 3 certification, this looked much easier compared to the other 2 certification, or it could be because I did almost like an year of practice doing videos. It could be because of that. So that's what I wanted to share in my first introduction video. So going forward, I wanted to make a very proper structure this time in this video series. So what I am planning to do is in our next video, we will start with this first category, go with the first part, understand what is it, and try to do a small demo on it so that the concept gets registered. So that's a video which I wanted to share today. Thanks for watching.